We get so focused in this culture about getting there. And the reality TV, the advertising, we'll do anything as a culture to get there. But there is empty. Remember I said undying bed, the research, all the research. There. So in our life, there could be a house, a car, how we look, the money we have. I want all that for you. But there, at the end, when I asked everyone on your last day, what would you do? Did anyone say Rolex, Ferrari, Porsche, whatever? Did they say that? No. So it's in the becoming, which is the being. That's the being. Who are you being? It's a human being, not a human doing. You don't say, hi, I'm human doing. Nice to meet you. You're a human being. So my philosophy is be, do, get. But the being is in there. This is not, just get stuff. And I want you to have everything you have, but at the end of the day, who are you becoming? Who are you becoming for your kids? Who are you becoming for your clients? Who are you becoming for your neighbor, a stranger, the planet? Because we're in a world where we're not seeing each other anymore, folks. Turn on the news every day. When someone goes out and commits massive crimes the way they are in shootings, those people are not seeing other human beings. We know that because they're acting that way. So culturally, if we can just be more present. So you never know what interaction you're going to have with what person, how you can change the course of their life. You don't know what someone's going to do. The beginning of my career, I used to own fitness gyms. I had one of the first training facilities in the country for elite athletes. It was in the early 90s. And before that, I ran some high-volume gyms. But I always used to work with my front desk people and tell them one thing. When that person walks in, and it's 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, there's one thing you don't know. You don't know what just happened. You don't know. Same thing with your clients, your customers, your colleagues. You don't know. You walk in, you sit down. They're like, why is not Bob's not paying attention to me? Why isn't Susie responding to me? Why'd that guy cut me off? So what happens is we make our own assumptions. But the reality is, there's people by what you do and say and interact that's going to change the course of their life. In those gyms, I've had people that have committed suicide, not in the gym, but that were a member, and then one day they weren't. There's people that are going for tough times. So my philosophy was, just do the best you can. Give them a smile, give them a hello. See them. Because ultimately, the number one thing that every one of your clients wants, every one of your children, spouses, they want to be seen. And that's what you want, because you're them. But we go into the world going, what can I get from you? Many times. Remember we did the bib and the service and so on, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So the becoming is really important, because at the end of the day, when I told you my story, I didn't tell you the other part of my story. I had a very successful training facility with elite athletes. And one of my big journeys was, on the outside, it looked great. Big shiny Rolex, sports car. I had like a 6-pack, not an 8-pack. I was miserable because I was still in that blind spot, trying to be good enough, getting all the outside stuff. And it was that and that transformation and a coach that I was introduced some 25 years ago that actually introduced me to the blind spot and saw that I had wired my whole life to look good. And I was doing anything I could to look good. And inside, I was a mess. And one of the things that transformation that I had is, and I'll just say this real quickly, is my coach sat me down and said, Stephen, let's go through your values, some of your blind spots. And when I found out that my whole value was based on how I performed as an athlete, and that belief was incorrect, that I was only good enough if I was a high-level athlete. And once I got that and started changing the strategies and beliefs around like we did yesterday on our blind spots, everything changed. Did my life go like this? No. It went like this. But my life before that was this. And then some of that. So as we look at our blind spots and look at who we are, and whatever you guys want in your values, it's okay. I love great stuff. I love great shoes, by the way. That's, But really, what is it that you're becoming? And so my coach, after he rolled that out on me, and I was just like, what? Then I used to drive 2.5 hours from LA to San Diego for my appointment. So when people, I can't go here and go, how bad do you want it? How committed you are? My life was a mess. I knew I was going to get great at being shitty at my life, or I was going to do something different. And that's why I applaud you, and I'm proud of you guys and gals for stepping up to the plate and looking at this. Because the core things, when you start foundational shifting, that's what we did yesterday, everything changes. Otherwise, I'm a mechanic putting patchwork on your car. I want to help you rewire, create the foundation so you can be successful, so you can make the whole journey on that success destination and get to that final GPS destination. That's what I want for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, aha. Tony Robbins, he's got a great video out right now. It's called I'm Not Your Guru. I like a lot of his stuff. He was one of the guys that started all the personal development coaching. It is in the moments of your decision that your destiny is shaped. What do you decide? Remember I told you everything starts with a decision? I really like that quote. He was trained by Jim Rohn. And this comes down to when you set your course, you make a decision. I'm getting in that car, I'm going to go there.